Lesson 1. The magic of thinking big. Thinking about owning your own company one day, or having $5 million in your account, it sounds far-fetched, almost delusional. But here's the real issue. If you can't picture it, you will never build it. Think back to your old classmates. Almost everyone had the same goal: get a stable job at a decent company. But there were always a few who thought differently. I'm going to build my own business. And now, fast forward 15 years, people ended up exactly where their vision led them. The ones who wanted a safe job have won, and those few who imagined themselves running a company, they made it happen. When your vision gets bigger, your actions automatically shift to match it. You begin noticing opportunities you were blind to before, simply because now you're looking for them. The universe works in a strange way. It tends to give you exactly what you ask for. So, the real question is, why are we asking for so little? Lesson 2. Financial freedom first, wealth later. Picture two ladders. The first is the wealth ladder. It's 1,000 steps tall, leading to luxury cars, giant houses, and a high-end lifestyle. Most people stare at this ladder their entire life, overwhelmed before they even touch the first step. They think, I'll never get to the top, so they never start climbing. But right next to it is another ladder, the freedom ladder. And this one has only 10 steps. Financial freedom doesn't mean being a millionaire. It means your rent, food, transportation, and essential bills are paid by passive or semi-passive income. Just 10 steps. A closer, smaller, completely achievable target. Focus on this one first. Once you climb all 10 rungs, you'll have a solid foundation to take on the bigger ladder without the fear or overwhelm. Lesson 3. The simple path to freedom. Buy assets. Here's a basic truth. Saving helps you survive. Owning assets helps you get free. An asset is anything that puts money into your pocket with little to no time required from you. A liability is anything that keeps taking money out of your pocket. That shiny car you're financing every month, the payments, insurance, gas, maintenance, that's a liability. A huge house with oversized utility bills and endless repairs, also a liability. But an index fund or ETF that quietly grows in the background, that's an asset. A small room you rent out, an asset. A YouTube video or blog post that keeps earning ad revenue for years after you publish it, definitely an asset. Once you understand this difference, every financial decision you make starts to shift. You stop thinking like an employee and start thinking like an owner. That mindset shift is the doorway to financial freedom. Lesson 4. Mind your own business. If you pay attention, you'll notice something. Most people spend their entire lives building wealth for their company. Their income depends almost entirely on one job. And the moment that job changes, their whole life gets thrown off balance. That's why Robert Kiyosaki, in Cash Flow Quadrant, says, mind your own business. And he doesn't mean quit your job tomorrow. He means, while you're helping your boss build their wealth, make sure you're also building something of your own, something that protects you from whatever might happen next. So start using your evenings and weekends to build your personal business. A skill you can sell anytime. A few digital assets you create once and sell over and over. A small but consistent investment habit. A side income stream that grows quietly in the background. Lesson 5. The real cost of 1 hour. How much is 1 hour of your life actually worth? Most people seriously undervalue themselves without even realizing it. Think about this. Have you ever spent an entire hour driving around, checking different stores, comparing prices, just to save $2? I'm not judging, lots of us have done it. Saving money is smart. But here's the uncomfortable truth. If you spend an hour just to save $2, you're basically telling yourself your time is worth $2 an hour. Meanwhile, people with a wealth mindset operate completely differently. They're focused on increasing the value of their hour by learning a high-value skill or building a business asset. And over time, that same hour can produce $200, $500, or even $1,000 in new value. Lesson 6. The psychology tricks money plays on you. Here's the funny part. The same person who spends an hour hunting for a $2 discount is also the person who blows $200 of bonus money in a heartbeat just to treat themselves. Why does that happen? Because your brain doesn't see all money the same way. As the book Dollars and Cents explains, we all mentally divide money into different buckets, and each bucket feels different. Salary money. Serious, important, must be used responsibly. Bonus money, play money, guilt-free spending. But here's the good news. You can flip this mental trick so it works for you, not against you. Create your own smart money buckets. The investment bucket. The new skills bucket. Then set up automatic transfers the moment your paycheck hits. When your spending account always stays low, something powerful happens. You naturally spend less, without willpower, without forcing yourself, simply because. Low balance. Be mindful. Lesson 7. The 80/20 rule of investing. In investing, most of your choices won't be home runs, and that's completely normal. Even Warren Buffett has invested in more than 400 companies throughout his career, and only about 10 of those investments produce the majority of his returns. The lesson? Don't expect every investment to be a winner. Accept that many of them will underperform. Instead of trying to perfectly pick the next big thing, focus on playing a long game and staying diversified. This mindset pulls emotion out of the process. You won't panic sell when a stock dips, and you won't get overly excited when one suddenly spikes. You stay calm, steady, and committed to your long-term strategy, and that's ultimately what leads to the best results. Lesson 8. Save first or invest first. Here's a simple rule. This is one of the questions that keeps people stuck. The truth is, the right answer depends entirely on where you are right now. Here's a simple way to figure it out. Step 1. Calculate how much you can realistically save each year. Step 2. Estimate how much your investments could realistically earn each year, for example, 7–10% with a reasonable portfolio. Step 3. Compare the two numbers. If your ability to save is very small, say you can only put away $1,000 a year, focusing on investing won't move the needle. 10% of $1,000 is only $100. One extra shift at work could earn more than that. In this case, your top priority isn't investing, it's increasing your saving power by boosting your income and tightening your expenses. But if you already have strong saving habits and a solid buffer, maybe you're saving $20,000 a year, then investing becomes extremely powerful. 10% returns now equal $2,000, and that number compounds over time. And if the two numbers are roughly equal, do both. Build your savings while investing consistently. Lesson 9. Cutting costs versus increasing income. A lot of people think, if I just cut my spending a little more, I'll finally be okay. But cutting costs only moves you from not enough to just enough. It will never take you to more than enough. You can only cut so much before you simply run out of things to cut, but your income, that has no ceiling, and that's where real financial change happens. Let's compare. You can cancel Netflix, stop buying coffee, eat out less, maybe you save $100 to $200 a month, not bad. But if you move into a higher paying role, learn an in-demand skill, build a small evening side income, your earnings can jump by $300, $500, even $1,000 per month. The gap between these two strategies is massive. Lesson 10. How to become lucky. If you look at 100 properties while someone else only looks at 10, who's more likely to get lucky with a great deal? Obviously you, because you created more chances for luck to find you. Most of what we call luck is simply this principle. More attempts equals more opportunities for luck to happen. And you can engineer your own luck the exact same way, by showing up more, trying more, applying more, learning more, and putting yourself in more rooms where opportunity can find you. If you found this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next videos. Thanks for watching.